Let's go DFS. Welcome back. This is Christian, aka Pinchy Flacco, aka Denver Score Mega, and we're about to break down this week's Week 6 in the NFL. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Going about to talk about Week 6. Week 6, I got a good feeling about it. I know I'm a little late with this video, but I had to break down some injuries. I had to see how I felt about things. We're in a little bit of a slump on the DFS tip, but we're going to get right this week. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. First game up the bat, 49ers at Falcons. Classic old school NFC West matchup. Got a funny feeling about this game. 4.5 point favorites for the Niners going into Atlanta. 44 over under, and that's a little bit low of a. That spread's a little low, and that over under is a little high. So I don't really know what to think about that, other than I'll be using some specific pieces from the 49ers. I'm going to probably be using their defense for quite a bit. Obviously, Jeff Wilson is going to be live this week. Deebo Samuels is obviously an attractive thing, but one thing about the Atlanta Falcons is they have been selling out to shut down wide receiver ones against their opponents. Whether it's worked out or not, go check it out for yourself. Where I think it's going to be sneaky is Brandon Ayuk, 5,400. He might get a tick up in his bump. He's going to be a really nice contrarian play. As far as the game goes, Niners should cover 4.5. I hope the game gets a little bit live. I don't know exactly where Atlanta's going to score from this week, but they've been a little bit peskier than they probably should be. But 4.5 should be good. We're going to go under that. Next up, Patriots at Browns. Patriots. Browns are 2.5 point favorite at home against the Patriots. A lot of question marks still up in the air for the Patriots. Who's going to play quarterback? Is Jacoby Myers going to suit up, etc., etc.? Nelson Aguilar also questionable. We'll have to see. Rolando Stevenson's going to be the chalkiest of chalk at $6,000 for DK this week, as he should be. Cleveland has been giving it up to the running back with pretty good frequency, and like the Browns in this spot, to be honest with you. I never like the Browns against the Patriots. That never sounds right. The Browns are 2.5 point favorites. 43 over under. Give me the Browns. Let's go over. Nick Chubb, I'm going to get on Nick Chubb, 8,200 on DraftKings this week. He will be severely underowned, and he's going to touch the ball 20 times. And I don't know what else you could expect from a running back these days, but give me Nick Chubb touching at 20. Home favorite. We like home favorites, so Nick Chubb this week. People Jones, really cheap, 3,900. Really easy to get to. David Ayuk, really easy to get to at $4,000 at tight end if you want to go there. He's been pretty involved. Obviously Kareem Hunt's always overpriced, so you're going to get him at low ownership. It's going to be Rolando Stevenson. He's going to be really chalky this week, and for good reason. So that's my thoughts on that. Sweet. It's the Jets going to the Packers, a team I hate. So I hope the Jets win. They're up to a 7.5 point underdog going to Green Bay, over under 45.5, which is pretty high. They're looking for some action in that game. So am I. Go Jets, but yeah, give me the Jets 7.5. Fuck it. They're hot lately. They've been great against the spread this year, so keep that in mind. That's a thing. Teams that are good against the spread, and they're 3-2. They've won 3 games, for God's sakes. Go Jets. So, but as far as this game goes, this is the largest home favorite of the early spread, especially. I haven't really looked at the afternoon yet. So Aaron Jones definitely live. If you want to go Aaron Rodgers or whatever. At 45.5, I hope that game goes over. So give me the Jets in a shootout, 7.5 over 45.5. Play Aaron Jones this week. Everything else from the Jets is a crapshoot as far as DFS purposes go. So buyer beware. Corey Davis, remember I said him. AFC South matchup in Indianapolis this week. Jags at Colts. Colts are a 2-point favorite. Over under 42. This is pretty low. Probably for good reasons. Both teams' defenses are playing spunkier than usual. The Colts defense is pretty decent. You can throw against them, especially with the tight end. So I know it's gross, but Evan Ingram 3,200, completely live. Expect him to be in that 5 to 7 target range. If he can do anything with that, then he's a really good pay at that really tricky tight end position. Buyer beware. I suck at tight end. As far as the game goes, Colts usually win this game -2 in a low over/under. So let's go. Let's go Colts -2, and then 42 over/under. That's pretty low. We'll go over that. As far as pieces from this game goes, you know who the Jags players are at this point. If one of the Jags receivers winds up missing, whether it be Zay Jones, Marvin Jones, one of the Joneses, don't forget about Jamal Agnew. He's down there around 3,100, whatever. He's always a great fill-in player when he gets his shot. On the Colts side, I'm gonna after the James Robinson fiasco last week. If what's his nuts, the other guy, Etienne, is now becoming kind of more of the guy, or if there's something wrong with James Robinson, I don't know. I see a trend in that direction. So Etienne at $5,000 is going to be a great pivot, I think, this week. I don't like divisional running backs on the road. I never like that spot, but it's not like foolproof or anything. So he's probably in a sneaky spot, I would have to say. As far as Colts players go, we know what that's been looking like lately. You never know quite where it's going to come from. But for DFS purposes, Alex Pierce, their rookie second-round draft pick, they were high on. He got into concussion protocol early, but now he is really starting to work into the kind of player that they expected him and wanted him to be this year. I kind of at 4,300, I think he's in a great spot. So 4,300, Alec Pierce is a good spot. We'll have to see what Jonathan Taylor's up to. I think even if Jonathan Taylor's out, Colts cover 2. Next up, we got Bucks at Steelers. Bucks are a 9.5-point favorite with a 46 over/under in Pittsburgh this weekend. Steelers are really struggling. They got that crazy Week 1 victory over the Bengals, and they have just been hot trash ever since. They're just not very good. Vegas does have them thinking that they're going to score some points, though. 46. That's one of the chunkier ones for the early slate, especially. So they think Steelers are going to hang in this somehow. Obviously, the Bucks have injury concerns at wide receiver, but Godwin, Evans, they're fine plays. I think they get Cameron Brate back, so Ottman's not really an issue this week. He was a good play last week. He's probably not insignificant this week. Fournette going to be popular. He should be popular. He's going to be busy. He always is. He does have other people helping him out these days, so he's not a 100% workload. But Fournette's nicely priced. Could be a good way to get off some of the chalkier plays this week, especially if you're playing main slate. And Tampa's defense seems to travel very well. So if you're looking to pay up a defense, that's definitely a defense you can consider, and I don't think it really will kill your lineups. Pittsburgh coming back. Pat Freiermuth's tight end, he is out, so I am Zach Gentry, 2,600. Great pay down spot. I hope nobody notices. As far as the game goes, Steelers keep this one close enough, I think. So give me Steelers 9.5, and give me. This is an under. Next up, Vikings at Dolphins. Vikings 3-point favorites on the road this week. 45.5-point over/under. Miami's a tricky place to go. The Vikings are 4-1. Dolphins are fucking beat up to all in hell, so I guess -3 is good here. You pretty much know who Minnesota uses. They have a concentrated offensive cluster, so to speak. If Madison's shoulder is hurting, Dalvin Cook might get a tick up, so he's fairly priced this week. And KJ Osborne, I think, is one of my sleepers this week, 4,300. If you want to get off some of the mega chalk that's going on this weekend at wide receiver, a lot of cheap wide receivers this week. So, kind of keep that in mind. KJ Osborne, he has his little spike moments, and this could be one of them. So I like that a lot. Irv Smith Jr. at tight end, another pay down option at tight end. There's a few of those emerging as the weekend approaches. So Irv Smith, I think he's pretty live. He's not a slam dunk or anything like that, but if you need to get there, you can make him work. So let's go. As far as on the Miami side of the ball, their third string quarterback, they got a running back hurt. Myles Gaskin might make an appearance. Don't be surprised if he does something this week. Remember I said it. Other than that, you know who the Miami players are. So if you want to go there, go there. All right. Minnesota -3, under 45.5. Next up, Bengals at Saints. Saints are a 3-point home dog, 43 over under. I was hoping this would have a higher over under. That seems a little light to me. That usually means that it's an under. But anyway, I like this spot for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I think this is their week. Maybe there's a homecoming narrative there. Maybe that helps. I hope so. I like that at low ownership and at high price, and it's a good way to get different this week. So I'm not really looking. T. Higgins misses. Tyler Boyd definitely becomes more relevant for sure. Keep an eye out for Hayden Hurst. Whether or not he plays, he should. As far as the Saints go, they're all beat the fuck up. I really think Cincinnati blows these guys out. Give me the -3, and let's go over 43. That seems a little skinny. Joe Burrow week, Jamar Chase week, -3 and over 43. Thank you. Wrapping it up on the early slate, which we focus on here, as you know, Ravens at Giants. Ravens are a 6-point favorite against the Giants. Over under 45.5. I'm liking the way this game is sniffing more and more as it goes along. Bateman's out. Duvernay 4,700. Of course, he will be popular. Lamar Jackson, obviously he can do work. And Mark Andrews is now sexy at $7,000 with Bateman out. Okay, Baltimore's pretty easy. KJ Dobbins is a whatever. We know KJ Dobbins can spike. He gets a lot of goal line work, but not very reliable. Baltimore's pass defense sucks balls, and we're going to look to exploit that with some cheap wide receivers for the Giants this week. Let's just get to it. Darius Slayton, Marcus Robinson, 38 and $3,000 flat, respectively. So these guys are going to help your lineups work. They're in great spots this week. You can throw Ricky James Jr. in there. He seems to be on a little bit of a downtick, but he is a viable player as well. I don't know if anybody's even going to go there this week. So if you want to get really different, Ricky James Jr. could show this week. I just really like Danny Dimes. Is crazy underpriced. He's a 6-point home dog, which I love at quarterback. I'm just liking the way this game is sniffing more and more. Saquon Barkley, way underpriced, 7,700, touches the ball. You know he's going to touch the ball, so that's fine. 45, I'd like to see if this point spread has been ticking up. If it has, that gives it even more. It'll be a nice day in New Jersey, and I really like the Giants in this spot. Giants +6. Let's go over that 45.5 and have a game. Since I kind of went a little long-winded on this video because I was covering DFS and point spreads, it's going to come in at the 15-minute mark, and right now that's about as long a video as I'm allowed to upload to YouTube. So we're going to cut it short there. I hope you enjoyed these picks. Play early only, and use some of this information and make yourself some money. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, tell me when I'm wrong, and thank me when I'm right. This is Pinchy Flacco, aka Score Mega, out.